Hey everyone, this is Spoony Bard. I'm back with another little comic book haul. This is all from my local Dollarama that I got for $4 a book, so let's take a look. First up, I've got Kaiju Max Season 4. This collects Kaiju Max Season 4, issues 1 through 6. Now, I was actually sort of tipped off that to keep an eye out for these books by my friend Boomer the Nerd, so I appreciate that. It's a cool sounding idea. It's a supermax prison for kaiju, which are giant Godzilla type monsters. Also, if think the movie Pacific Rim. This volume is called Scaly is the New Black. Anyways, I'm kind of looking forward to reading this. I really hope I don't have to have read seasons 1 through 3, although I do know that at least season 2 is out there somewhere. Next up, I have Brick, which collects the series Brick, issues 1 through 6. This is a sort of modern day telling of the Jewish folklore of the golem. The main reason I bought this is not only does the art look cool, but this very much reminds me of a DC book they put out like 15, almost 20 years ago now. It was called The Monolith. Very similar idea in that these two girls find this golem in New York and they use it to kind of help fight the gangs and stuff in their neighborhood. The main difference being, since that was a DC comic, I think they had an issue or two team up with Batman in its short 12-issue lifespan. Next, I've got a book called Helheim, Book 2, Brides of Helheim. Now, this collects the limited series Brides of Helheim issues 1 through 6. While it looks more or less like standard Viking kind of fare, I did pick it up mainly because it is written by Cullen Bunn. He's a writer who I like quite a bit of his work. Most notably, I was a huge fan of his run on Magneto. The series only ended because at the time Marvel was doing their line-wide reboot with Jonathan Hickman's Secret War. Next up, I've actually got some superhero books from a publisher called Lionforge. I had never heard of them before, and it turns out they'd been around for a little bit, but they ended up being bought out by Oni Press. So these are basically Oni books, like the rest of the stuff I picked up. It seems like a genuine attempt to create a new sort of world of superheroes, much like Marvel tried with their New Universe event both times, and Milestones when they had the Big Bang event in the Dakota universe. Basically, there's some kind of event and it affects the planet, and then you start to see a rise of people with special abilities. This is a book called Noble, Volume 1 God Shots. It features a character whose name is Noble, and basically, he was an astronaut in space when this cosmic event happened that gave everybody powers. It gave him telekinetic powers, but it also wiped his mind. So the plot of the series seems to be him trying to be on the run from some organization while regaining his memories. He also happens to be black. I don't know if they make a big deal about it, but young Ripa might be happy to hear that. So this first volume collects Free Comic Book Day 2017 Catalyst Prime the event, which was as the name implies, it's the event that sort of kickstarts this whole universe. So it's got the Free Comic Book Day preview and issues number 1 through 4. And the other volume I have is Noble Volume 3, No One Man, and that collects issues numbers 10 through 14. I've never actually heard of any of this stuff before. It could be cool. I do have high hopes. I'm hoping maybe I can find the next Wildstorm, but to be fair, like I said, I hadn't heard about this stuff, so that doesn't look very promising. Although I did get another book in this Catalyst Prime universe. And that book is called Kino, which stands for Kinetic Impulse Neoterrestrial Object. I have no idea why. Anyways, this is Kino, Volume 3, Man in the Iron Mask. This does collect issues 10 through 14 of the Kino series. The back cover proclaims this book to be a critically acclaimed psychological run of the series Kino. Now, flipping through it, I definitely got vibes of the Sentry, the Marvel character that supposedly the world forgot about, and he became like some homeless bum or something, and then he remembered he was a superhero. And there's an 8-issue miniseries, Paul Jenkins, John Romita Jr., and it really kind of explored the depths of his psychosis. I think it turns out he was a drug addict rather than being like a lab tech that had chemicals spilled on him and get powers. I think he was a drug addict looking to get high, and he just drank some stuff that turned him into like Superman. And anyway, it'd be cool if this book does kind of fill in some of the picture of this Catalyst Prime universe that I've been talking about. Anyways, that's it for this one. I always like hearing what you guys find, and I would love to know if anybody's actually read the Catalyst Prime stuff because that seems pretty cool. Anyways, that's it for this one. We'll see you next time.